although I do like to help people out, I do realize sometimes I get too caught up into it, and just too accessible to everybody. And then I get like worn thin, and now I'm walking around with a shitty attitude because I'm tired or I'm worn out and stuff. So this year, I've been telling a lot of people no. Yeah. I can't make it. I'm not coming. I've been more straightforward this year. I don't care to beat around the bush anymore. If I don't want to come, I just say I don't want to come. Yeah. And just been like doing shit for me. I've been doing a lot of things that I feel like are for me. I ain't did that, or I ain't really did that. So it's been nice treating myself and doing stuff for myself. And I got a little bit more financially responsible this year. Thank God I needed that.
Yes, cause man,
if you knew. What Patty say? If only you knew. If only you knew. But nah, I did. I did a little work on myself this year.
Got a car.
I did.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you bossed up on these niggas, man. You bossed up on these niggas, man.
Something slight. And just been like really just trying to be healthier, happier, healthier. That's it.
Yeah, I think that was my biggest thing this year. This 2022 was more of a like. A lot of people removed themselves from my life. That's what I just had enough of entertaining that. Now some did revisit. We did have a revisit moment in the season, but it was more so of that. What's more important? You know, your health or going back to the same pattern that you were doing, and you only go back because it was comfortable. It was something you were already used to, and I think that was was an uncomfortable year for me. Yeah.
So it's your first year kind of living on your own too. Not living on your own, but living with us. Like this is
our first full. That would be August was our first full year. Yeah. So and that was different because my mom. A lot of the things this going into that year, I declined jobs that was in my field. For the podcast and a lot of things that I didn't necessarily. People didn't agree with that I was doing, and I just had to be an adult. I had to walk by myself, and I had to make my own world. I think that I was in a place where people created their own world for me, and in that I was trying to destroy certain buildings, certain things, and create my own world. It's like a star when it's about to like explode like a sun, you know what I mean? And I think it supernova. Yeah. So when it's supernovas, it sucks everything up from the solar system, and then it goes to a whole new a whole new system. That's what I felt like I was doing this year. Everything that I had enough, I blew up, I had my moments, and I'm just now recreating my own world from my own Big Bang theory of myself, you know.
I like that. I like how you worded that. That was nice.
Thank you, man. I've been trying. I've been enlightened. This new unemployed. Once again, we're unemployed.
You're unemployed.
I am. Once again, I'm unemployed. But that's usually where I have my moments where I have time to really hone in and like really look at things and through different perspectives.
Outside of just the fact of us needing to pay bills and shit, I don't knock unemployment at all. I spent when I first moved in, I spent like a good 3 to 6 months unemployed myself. And that was a beautiful time for myself. Again, a lot of stuff, I was able to grow a lot. I was able to just focus on Vincent. And that it'd be hard to do that when you work in a 9 to 5. Because you don't got time for Nas or you don't got time for Vincent as much as you normally would. You just there pushing the clock, trying to survive. So I don't knock the unemployment thing. If you just make sure you got rent on the first or you got to go.
Yeah, I'm always going to have rent on the first, you know what I mean? Whether I got to sell ass or drugs.
Yeah, I don't care what you got to do.
Listen, it's going to make it happen. I'm going to have that money, that $1,400 for that high-rise apartment that we have. Yeah.
Fucking idiot.
But going into this new year, I know you said this is the put me year first, so what is this next season for you? What did it end off? Did your season end off in a...
It ended off good. I've been I don't know. I just been doing a lot for myself, setting motherfuckers straight, letting motherfuckers know, like, all right, and let me stop trying to.
No, go ahead. Be you. Organic.
I'm normally a person who I'm quiet about a lot of stuff, where I just let stuff slide, and I realize that does not work. That is not a real thing. Letting stuff slide, and even being a bigger person, not to go on my thing.
No,
but,
go ahead.
I used to think being a bigger person was gonna do something for me as an individual, like, oh, it's personal growth, it's this and that, and it's not, because I still don't care for how the fuck you deal with me or how you move, none of that. So being the bigger person now that I've had that time to take for myself and to really grow, I don't believe in it as much as I used to, because you need to grow too. You need to grow from the shit that you did. So I address stuff, I let people know how I feel. I try to do it right away now. Even at work, I just had a nice little conversation with my supervisor today about some things, and it feels good to feel more in control of, like, my own self. And I of course, shit, this is stuff I could have been doing, but I wasn't. So it was something good to work at this year and to do. And so moving into this upcoming year, I'm just planning on keeping that. Keeping the same energy, and then not to be one of them people, but just elevating, just trying to make sure my life is a little bit better than it was the year before, any way that I got to. I'm trying to do more for, like, my experiences and stuff, my time here on Earth, because I feel like, again, back to the work thing, all I do is work. We don't get too many times to go out, do this and do that, or even travel. I make a nice amount of money, but I don't travel enough. I don't get to go see enough. I don't get to experience enough. So that's something I'm looking forward to in 2023.
I'd say the same thing. I think we had a home meeting, and that wasn't necessarily on the agenda, but that's something I wanted for us. And I've been asking, like, to go to random concerts, random things, so we have experiences. Because my biggest thing is, we have this thing in our 20s where that's the only lit time in your life, and I think. Well, it's more time in your life. You have your 30. You have, some people don't have that opportunity, but don't let a moment be your end all to be all, because that becomes a crisis. That now your midlife crisis, the quarter life crisis, the whatever, because you feel like you're not having the standard that people already have for this little section in age. So that's my biggest thing. I feel like you don't have to be rich or anything to enjoy just the simple things of, like, all right, we want to go out the country, we want to do this. It's just, all right, we gonna have to save, we might have to be a little disciplined, we might have to, and it gives you different experiences, and it gets you out this dimension of concrete and stuff, where you can see sand, you can see different things, like, wow, I never seen, and look at just the world with a different eye. I think once we get out of that element and really start experiencing and getting out of our boxes, because I feel like both of us have our own little confined jail cells that we put ourselves in, due to the things that we already just have set forth in front of us. So once we break that uncomfortable habit or comfortable habit of just, coming home, watching whatever, kicking it, talking shit, and really just go out. All right, we going out such and such Saturday. Make sure y'all book y'all calendars. We off, and enjoy that. More experiences for more life and more things to just talk about and to tell your kids about to do.
Yeah, because right now, of course, we got this thing where it's like everybody in their 20s thinking you got to build in your 20s. So, and we also look at it like, I don't have enough. I'm not doing enough. I'm doing all this, but I'm not doing enough. And I think it forces us to miss out on a bunch of good years. Because, again, I feel like I've used this example multiple times, but it's the Squidward thing. Like the episode of SpongeBob where he thought this is what he wanted, and you see him join his community. He's surrounded by his people, and then he's like, it's the same thing every single day. There's no change up to the routine. There's nothing different. And although he did hate SpongeBob and Patrick, he missed I feel like the unusualness. I feel like
you need something to take you off that pivot. You know, you need like nothing
random.
sometimes I'm playing this game called High on Life, and it's like a Rick and Morty game, and sometimes the story gets boring. Sometimes you need a side quest to just throw you off. Then be like, well, what the hell's going on here? That's what your like regular day-to-day needs, a side quest. Anything you do, whatever you need to, whether it's painting, whatever, you just need a side quest to get through the week, the day, the month, the year, you know?
That's another thing in 2023. I do want to make sure I'm focusing more on the small things that do make me happy. I don't get to, no, not you. Sorry. But now, like, I want to be able to do stuff and not feel like I got to work myself into the mood to do it.
Yeah.
I don't like that I have to do that sometimes. I got to, I got a bunch of paintings at home that I have not touched in a long time. I just ain't had the motivation to do it. Even though I don't need motivation, I just need to not feel overwhelmed from work, the studio, life, my girl. Not saying my girl overworks me or anything, but just I'm juggling a lot of things, and it's hard to find time for the smaller things, the literally the small things that bring us joy. Not saying that I don't get joy from the other things, but sometimes it feels like work in it, and I can't. You know, some shit is business.
Yeah,
and when there's business, is not a lot of always happiness in that. So you need those small things that don't require a lot of attention, don't require a lot of effort or anything on your part to bring out that little spark of happiness, that little spark of joy, or whatever you can. And I do want to just focus on more of that in this upcoming year.
A lot of the times, I just now I'm looking at it. It's not only the flashy, we got it, and you have to have it in your 20s, just the perfectionist era. And I think that's a lot of the times where we don't feel. That's why it's so much depression and so much things, because everybody feels as though they need that perfect moment, that perfect thing. And I used to be a very big victim of like everything we need to have the best, we need to have the latest, everything needs to be perfect. And once we remove ourselves and find out that just mainly Kanye has an album, and I know Kanye West, but Kanye has an album, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. I feel like everything in this world is everything in this world is presented to be beautiful, but it's really ugly. And that's what makes it beautiful, if that makes sense. Necessarily, and that's what we got to focus on, the ugly things about us, because I feel like every flaw that you have is beautiful to somebody else. And that's what makes us us. That's what makes us human. That's what makes us different. If we're all the same person, then nothing will get done in this world. So my biggest thing is with this perfectionist era, I think we got to give ourselves a break in this new year. Give yourself a break. You're already doing a lot. You're already making sure. Now it's just things will happen when it's their time. That's what I want to give that message out to that. I have been watching some things. I've been watching the Jonah Hill documentary. It was really good, and something that stood out to me that I think I needed to hear.
What was the documentary about?
His therapist. So he had a one-on-one. He showed that his therapist wasn't a non-traditional therapist, and he's more so like, he's like basically like us. Not saying like us because we're not therapists, but it's me and you, but I still keep you at a distance because this is my job. We're not friends. Yeah.
So he got somebody to vent to.
Exactly. And he had this one thing. He's like, when you have original like therapists, you think that your friends give you unsolicited advice. You know, advice that like, I didn't ask you for this, I just want you to listen. But then you ask for your therapist is listening, but you're looking for advice. So that kind of stood out to me as well. So that what his teachings is, I'm gonna keep you like a friend where I can give you some advice. And another thing that I like that he did is he drew at the sessions. Like the therapist would draw, and it was like little like not box figures, but stick figures and stuff, and they will take it home with them. So that would represent the session that we had. That's what you have to work on or whatever from his basic drawings. But he had this thing called the X part, and it was 3 things that a human can never get rid of: is pain, constant work, and uncertainty. And that kind of was like a relief for me to hear, because I think with this journey, it's a lot of uncertainty. And it's a lot of doubt that comes with it. So, and it's something you can't escape. But he says you have to, those are things, the positive things, you just have to cancel it. So you have to motivate yourself. You have to show the discipline for it. So that was my biggest thing about that. Even going into chasing your dreams, I look at it like when you're asleep, you wake up and you tell somebody the wildest shit that you ever had experienced. They be like, oh, that sounds crazy. That's just basically, it's more so, it only makes sense to you. And that's how you gotta go with your path and whatever. Everything that I have planned for us may sound crazy to the next person, but it makes sense to me. That's the only one that matters. I think everybody is now worried about what matters to the, oh, this sounds crazy, you can't do this. Stop feeding into that. If you stop feeding into that, then this next year going into will be perfect. Just it's only crazy to them, but it makes sense to you. That's all you have to worry about. And that, yeah.
It remind me of how you sit around and you, like, let's say you sit around a group of people and you suggest something, and you got the one person who be like, oh, okay, I fuck with it, and then you got the other people who like, oh, I don't really know about that. I'm not really fucking with that. Can we do something else, or can we do this?
He's talking about me, y'all.
No. But you always gonna have people, I feel like, around you. And it's not always a bad thing, but people who are not going to be able to see where you're coming from. People aren't going to be able to see your vision. And if somebody can't see your vision, you just got to bring that shit to life for them.
Man.
You got to show it to them so that they can actually physically see it in front of them. Because everybody isn't a hater. I don't want people to go through life thinking, because someone didn't agree with you, you're a hater, or they're a hater, or they're not proud of you or supportive of you. Everybody isn't a hater. Sometimes people just don't understand where you coming from, and some of us got dreams that aren't on the same, I don't know, like, it's like painting. We not using the same kind of canvas to paint. We ain't using the same kind of colors or markers or paints or nothing. So you can't understand what I'm making over here. Because you over there with crayons and, scratch paper. And I'm over here oil pastels and paints and shit. And that whole little thing is, I don't know, it's different.
I think when we're creating, we have to put it like, somebody in this world doesn't know about Jay-Z. But Jay-Z's not worried about that. You shouldn't even be worried about who knows you. You should be creating art. It's somebody that's the best painter right now that I will never see that most beautiful paint, and I'm okay with that because they're making it out of the love and appreciation that I know that is great. So that's what you got to do. You got to push that I'm great and just not worry about what, because the more you feed yourself, the more that is gonna.
And what you feed yourself is so important. If you are out here, if you are not feeding yourself positive shit, you are not going to have a positive life, I feel like. If you are only, it's what you allow to come in. I'm a believer in karma. I'm a believer in like spirit.
Go ahead.
Oh my fucking
That's
goodness.
a big word for Alma.
Shut up.
Go ahead, nigga.
I'm struggling. Spirituality.
I don't know.
Spiritology, like
the study of spiritual.
If you are, I don't know why the fuck I was trying to say it like that. I'm a spiritual person. I feel like I don't know why I struggle so hard with that. But I'm a believer in like what's around you affects you like on a whole nother level. I deleted Twitter this year.
Yeah.
After I deleted Twitter, I found hours in my day that I didn't have at one point.
I'm not an avid Twitter user.
You aren't, but I was.
Yeah.
You are a avid something user. You're an avid gamer.
I'm an avid gamer. I that shit like crack.
Yeah. And part of it does bring you happiness, but you be on that game and you be missing out sometimes.
I do. And I'll say that's my, I was talking to Sharice about that. That was my removal for 2020. Like that's why I remember when I used to be in college and I not take the game because I know that's like one of my like it's an addiction. It kind of feeds my ADHD, my anxiety. Even though like you won't necessarily see it, but like when I come downstairs, I'm like shaking. Like it's a lot of anxiety that I don't know why it happens, but. Yeah, so or I need something to do because it fills my ADHD. It gives me something where I can be distracted and stuff like that.
But just surrounding yourself with good things. That's good people. That's a good environment. And when I say environment, I do mean your phone too, because your phone sometimes can affect your environment. Log off these apps sometimes. Get off the social media. Stop looking at what other people are doing. Stop feeding into. I'm thinking about you watching that Blueface and Christian thing.
I love it. I know it's so bad, but it's entertaining, y'all. I swear, it's so bad for me to watch. It's not even bad for me to watch.
I saw the caption. I mean, not the caption, but the title of the show, "Crazy in Love." That is not.
It's a Beyonce song. Beyonce was crazy in love.
I get it's a Beyonce song, but the "Crazy in Love," and y'all see what's going on. Y'all are recording this shit, y'all editing it, and then y'all are posting it for people to come tune in.
And not even to mention, though, there's a lot of things that we don't see that's not
exactly.
in the edit.
This is what they're allowing us to see. Y'all, the preview showed them fighting. Like, or didn't it show them fighting or something?
The next episode, crazy. Yeah. The next episode, she welled up in the car, bleeding. It's crazy.
But the thing is, I've experienced that growing up. I've watched people I love and care for fight each other, bleed and shit, hit each other with bottles or whatever. That shit is not okay in person. That is not like one of them things where it's like, oh, like that. Yes, it happens, but that's not nothing to be glamorized. That's not nothing to be put on TV and for people to watch and then look at and like even the entertainment factor from it.
They entertain.
I don't know.
I know.
You gotta do something with your spirit, because for that's can't be entertainment. And then
your girl even like it.
She does. She got to do something with her spirit, because that's not. I don't know, because it next week if that girl was to say, "I've been being abused," or "I've been this," or even Blueface. Everything is going to change.
I don't think it's going to change.
It would. The narrative would change.
Because every time I see them on the Shade Room or something like that, I look at the comments and people were like, "We're tired of just seeing this," because we know nothing's going to change. Either they're saying, like, it's been times where she like steps out and says like, "I'm done and I'm doing this."
I'm not talking about that toxic normal shit. That is normal toxic shit. Oh yeah, we done. We not done. I'm talking about if one of them says, "Hey, this has gone too far. I'm being abused. This is what's going on." Everybody's going to change the way that they talk about the story. It's not going to be this is entertainment. It's going to be, "Oh, y'all shouldn't have never." We know this is wrong. We literally know them recording all this and posting it. That's if they weren't celebrities, if these was two people out on the street and somebody recorded that and showed what they were doing, it'd be a different conversation. I don't understand how we have conversations about Ike and Tina, Bobby and Whitney, Chris Brown and Rihanna and shit, and have those same conversations today and be as serious as we are about them conversations and then tune into that. And you can't be real if you talking about shit like that.
I don't think we ever took the Bobby and Whitney in.
That wasn't our era though.
It was.
It wasn't. That was not our era.
Nigga, I remember seeing that Bobby's Life reality show. This shit is history repeats itself. When Bobby Brown and them had that.
Yeah, but you didn't. I ain't never seen no.
I seen the reality show for them. Yeah, I seen all that. That was during our time when all that crazy shit. Yeah, we might not seen the in depth because we didn't know what was really going on. But that was during our time. Like that history repeats itself. This is just another glamorized toxic ass couple that met each other that they're putting on the forefront. But what I say, we don't take a lot of things serious.
We don't.
We don't. We want to take things serious, and we always have a TED talk about every fucking thing. When the dumb shit, but when real shit like that is happening, we don't have think pieces. And I not necessarily. I'm gonna let you. I got a part to it, but I don't think nobody's necessarily wanting to help. No, none of them celebrities, them podcasts she been on, them little shows she been on.
None of them are. They're literally just there. I know you're gonna bring in views. Let's get you on the show
and let's portray an image like we're those people that you go to. No, get the fuck on.
Because I'd be on the show asking her like, so you think this okay? I saw this. Even the whole situation. You're not gonna film my family having a whole, and that was the thing I wanted to talk about too.
Go ahead.
I saw how her family surrounded her, and when the way I saw her family surround her was not in a I care about you way. It's a I want these cameras to see me around you. I want to get this. Come on, like show. I really want the people out there to see this. So I look different than what I am. I don't think that girl has a real support system the way that she needs.
She's 22.
And that's sad because look at how much she's changed. I'm not, and it's not to like go down and talk about her and, make fun of her, but literally look at the way she's changed. That's trauma in a relationship. That's not nothing that her face is swollen and shit.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. And just the certain stuff we gotta stop and call it what it is, nigga. It's abuse. Y'all are both abusing each other, regardless of what it is or what's going on. Y'all abusing each other. Y'all and y'all let these cameras. His first off, his company, whatever little company he signed with, need to let him go. Let his ass go. No, not just Zeus need to be held accountable. Take them niggas to court. Zeus needs to sit in the courtroom because y'all are allowing certain shit too. You encourage it too. That's the thing. It's not like when you pull out cameras, you make it like, okay, let's hype this up a little bit. Whereas if it wasn't cameras there, we don't know what kind of situations will be going on. Like, yeah, it could be bad, but at least it's bad on their own terms and it's them too. Y'all are putting it in cameras in front of people and then calling it love. That is not love. Stop calling that love. That's not. They don't love each other. They possessive over each other.
They're obsessive over each other.
Yeah, that's not love though. You don't got. Look at what y'all doing. That girl, every fucking episode is crying. I ain't even watched the episodes though.
I know he's been a clip watcher. I've been. It's not good. Like it's good, but it's not good. Like, and I know, and this is the message and all that shit. But hear me out. It's entertaining. It is very entertaining. I will say that. But it comes sometimes it's very cringy because it's like, why the fuck are you like this? Like, why can't you go? Like, that's my thought when I watch it. Like, why can't you go? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And it's just more, at this age, I think that we are still very impressionable. I just know that there is a lack of identity when it comes to your 20s. And I'm going back to that Jonah Hill thing. I feel like watching it in black and white, with colors, it stimulates, whatever, red or whatever the case may be. It stimulates yourself. Now, when I was watching it kind of possessed me to make my own emotions from it and draw whatever my own conclusions from it. And that's what a lot of things with now in our 20s, we're not having an identity. We don't know ourselves. So we like to paint, I'm just like such and such. They just like us. No, the fuck they're not. Just be you. And I think that's what they're trying to get. Because her brother said something in the show. He was like, y'all the image of the toxic. People want to be like y'all. No, and I know it's some fucking teenagers right now that want to be like Blueface and Christian. We got that type of love and think that shit cool. No, that shit not cool. Don't Call Me White Girl got a thing about that shit. Like, I thought hitting my boyfriend was like the thing to do. Like, and when he hit me back, and then when I went to the suburbs and I told my friends in the suburbs, they was real concerned because what the fuck? That's not normal. What the fuck are you doing? We
gotta stop normalizing shit. And even with the entertainment part, I do get that because as somebody who I grew up in the projects at one point, so every day there's something going on in the neighborhood, and when you don't have shit to do, that seems like entertainment. Not to be like that's what it is, but you'll watch people outside, family, whoever, couples, you'll watch them fight, and for you, yeah, it is entertainment, but it is a point where it's like we got to stop allowing certain shit. We got to stop condoning certain shit and stop encouraging it. All that is not. It's not okay to know that they are actually physically fist fighting. And people are drawing blood from each other, and we are going to record it and stick these cameras in their face instead of calling the fucking police. Call the police. Stop playing with these people and stop allowing them to do this certain shit. Is it me?
No, it's me.
No.
It's me. I did.
Stop allowing them to do certain shit and beat on each other, bro. Just the idea that we know this is happening and nothing is being done about it, bro. It's sick. I'm sorry. I just don't got no respect for Zeus, and I don't know. That's some. I don't know. That shit just lame. It's lame.
Yeah, my biggest thing with Zeus, it is like I keep repeating myself, but it is very entertaining. It is. I enjoy it. I'm the consumer. Mm-hmm. You can be mad at me. I'm the consumer of the bullshit, but I do report. I'm a podcaster. I do have to have. Listen, I'm a podcaster. So
that's not. No, that is not what that is. Though, don't blame that on podcasting.
Because if I wanted to speak on something, I have to know what I'm seeing to speak on it. Am I right or am I wrong?
Not necessarily. You don't have to actually tune in and watch what you're. I know exactly what's happening without having to sit there and watch the whole episode. I know that y'all are allowing two people, a man and a woman, to sit on this show and fight each other based off the clips. I ain't gotta watch the whole episode.
That's not true. You can take so much shit out of context without watching the full thing. That's like watching a movie trailer and I know what the movie is about and it being a whole different fucking
Sometimes
movie.
You do know what the movie is about, but this is the same story we've seen multiple times now. We've seen the same story multiple times. Y'all gave these people, and even without Zeus, the Shade Room posts exactly what they doing. They just got into a new fight, or they will come on there on social media and tell people themselves, we just got into another fight, or this and that just happened. So you don't necessarily need, and I just don't want you using it as an excuse of you tapping into Zeus. Just you said it yourself. It's entertainment.
It is a lot of self-enjoyment. But as I feel like as a reporter, as a person that does journalism, I feel like for me to not do my homework, or not to have any draw points, whether positive or negative, I do have to watch the full thing. A clip is not going to tell me the full thing.
So we've talked about this on the episode, right?
Okay.
Are you going to continue watching it?
Yes.
Exactly. So it's not for the episode. That's what I mean. Don't use that. Don't use the podcasting as an excuse to watch it. It's not. That's not what it is. You just like watching it, and that's. I'm not okay with it, but that's okay for you. And again, like you said, people who are tuning into it and stuff, that's another one of them things where we tune into something and it's not good for us. That's a frequency that we're tapping into that's not good for us. And we are still watching things that's not good for us. What are we getting from watching that? Like, besides the entertainment, it's something else that happens to us when we watch shit like that. We say to ourselves that's
it's
okay.
like watching a fight.
No, it's not.
Literally like watching, like, it's, you can say the same thing about a professional boxer. No, because they're beating each other senseless,
and that's different from both of these people know they come to the ring for this specific purpose. They know that it's no,
but that's what it might be for other watchers though.
And nobody else, even though them two people are coming there to fight, it's a fight and it's over. It's not nothing else. That girl she's on what you call it now, right?
Who?
Krishan.
She's on what?
You know, when didn't she just say she had to do something for 3 years?
She's on probation for 3 years.
She's on probation for 3 years now.
She stole his car and stuff like that.
And he called the police on her. That's again, that's out of that toxic environment that they're both creating. And just think to yourself, nigga, you got me on probation for 3 years. I can't do shit. If I do any small thing, I can go to jail. My life is over. And you did that because I took your car. And again, I don't condone shit. But you did that, and now I'm laid up right back with you. That's a problem. That's we got to stop doing this to ourselves. And we got to stop saying shit like that is okay. It's not okay.
Let me ask you this, because I know it was a part of the episode where I know you seen him hit her father. Now, I wanted to know, what would you do in that situation? Like, if her father did lace hands on, how would you actually handle that situation firsthand?
If I got hit by her father?
Yeah.
It depends on the situation. It definitely depends on the situation, where my emotions and stuff is at in that situation.
Well, I would say put it in the perspective of you were the one that was the abuser. You did, like, y'all have been abusing each other, and basically Blueface was asking them, have you taught your daughter how to put your hands on a man, this and this and this and that and the third. Just, having a conversation and stuff like that. To me, in that instance, I would say, like, I would just say in that it's no win in that situation. All right, yeah, I admit it. I apologize, whatever. How can we move from this?
No, that's not how. Because you're not sorry. You're still, the same thing is still occurring.
Of course, I know that, but that's what they were looking. That's what they were looking for him to take accountability. I don't think that's what they was even looking for. I think what they was looking for a fight. You're not coming there looking for accountability because, again, you be beating on your wife's ass or whoever she is to you. So you're not looking for somebody to be accountable. You looking, again, that's something that you come in there, you looking to be his ass. That's all. Because what would I do? Yeah, what would you do in that situation?
In that situation, it depends on.
Cheyenne dad put his hands on you.
It depends on the emotions, because that's going to affect how I do react. But I'm going to try to walk away first. I'm going to try to walk away first.
I know you're not walking away from that.
No, I'm going to.
A nigga put his hands on you.
It's not about a nigga. That's my girl's father. And you are dead ass wrong. You dead ass wrong. Regardless, you're dead ass wrong. But I'm not going to sit up here and try to fight my girl's father. That's just.
I don't think that's how you would handle that.
I would. That's how I would try to handle it. I would not try to sit up here and physically fight you. And you're an older man. I'm not going to try to. And you're her father. I respect her enough to, even though I won't fuck with you after that, I respect her enough to try to be restrainful, because I would hope that she would do the same. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, in that situation, I would try to, but Blueface made a good point too, though. We do got to stop thinking it's okay to just put our hands on people. I don't know these situations and shit. Yeah. But like he said, she hit me and I hit her back.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. You got to, don't play stupid. Because one thing, again, I grew up in domestic violence situations. My parents never fought. I never seen my parents, I never seen my father raise his hand to my mother. I did see my mother hit my father one time.
Yeah.
And that was it, though. But he did not hit her back or anything. We got on her ass and was like, you're wrong. Mm-hmm. And that was it. But I have seen my siblings fight. I've seen my sisters beat up boyfriends. I've seen my brothers beat up girlfriends. That shit is, neither one is okay. And there's been a lot of times where growing up, at first, I'm like, oh, my sister be beating the fuck out of her boyfriend. I'm okay with that.
That shit not funny, but the way you said it.
But growing up, I'm like, I'm okay with it because at least she's not the one getting beat up. Until you got to flip it and be like, what about him and how his family feel?
Yeah.
Because that matters. It matters. And then there were times where, yeah, she can handle herself and she's beating him up, but all right, he's getting over on her now. Mm-hmm. Okay, she's out of breath, and now I have to step in. And so there was a point where we had to have a conversation with her and tell her, you're wrong. Like, regardless, stop putting your hands on him. It doesn't matter that you can hold your own or anything. Y'all shouldn't be putting your hands on each other in the first place, and you shouldn't put your hands on him, because then it puts us in a situation where now we got to put our hands on him. And it's not fair to him, because all he's doing is defending himself. So as a person who's been through those situations, not directly, but at least around them, it is one of those situations. I do be understanding that my sisters put their hands on somebody. And regardless of them being female or not, you put your hand. Being a female does not mean your hands don't hurt. My sisters hit like niggas. So it's never a question of, I know that shit hurt. Mm-hmm. I've seen a nigga almost get knocked out by one of my sisters before. And she was in 8th grade. So it's not a question of whether or not did it hurt or not, or was it worth hitting her back. It's just everybody needs to keep their hands to themselves. And we got to stop encouraging toxic behavior. We got to stop plugging into it and watching it. That shit, Zeus should not exist in 2023. Moving forward, they need to shut that whole shit down. If y'all are going to be doing this and promoting this kind of stuff, why can't we get... I'm not knocking the reality for black people, but why does it always got to be like this?
And a lot of things, I don't think, and this is my last point to that, Jersey Shore was not like that.
It wasn't.
It was not like that.
The real world, I mean, yeah, they fought in the house and stuff. People fought. But it wasn't about us trying to just get black people together to see how much they can fight. It was, all right, can y'all do these tasks? We got this. Let's see how y'all solve things. Let's see how y'all work together.
Yeah.
Even Jersey, they fought. The girls fought for the most part.
But it was about drinking and partying.
Yeah. It's about living the life of a young person.
That's in Jersey.
Yeah, I'm doing stuff. We the taxi's here.
The taxi's here.
Cabs are here.
The cabs is here. We drunk. We fist pumping in the air.
Gym 10 laundry.
Drinking all the beer. Fucking women with flat asses. All that. All in Wildwood's.
Smokies and shit.
All in Wildwood's dirty ass water.
But yeah, it's okay to do shit for black people. And try to give us some platforms, but don't stop giving us this bullshit and then feeding it to our people, bro. That is no reason why y'all move like this. Natalie Nunn, sit your old nasty ass down. You, for real. Nigga, you were on. I was watching you when I was a kid. And you still doing the same shit. Yo, what the fuck is you?
Tanisha ain't on that type of shit. She had a whole wearing all type of shit. Tanisha,
you in the house, you got young, impressionable women, and you encouraging them to fight and shit. And they told y'all, that's why they stopped the Originals Bad Girls Club. Because they said, wait, this shit actually ain't getting... The viewers said that. The viewers was like, y'all are kind of really mean to them. Why the fuck do you think it's okay to grab somebody's clothes, take it all outside, dump that shit in the water, and then you pulling people outside, you telling them they not cool enough to be here? You're a fucking bully. That shit was never okay. And again, sometimes we think shit is okay.
Yeah.
And it is entertainment for a minute, but it do take a person to be like, yo, hold on, that wasn't cool. Cause look at that girl now. She fucked up because of that. Y'all beating people ass and shit. I don't know, bro.
Megan Trainor, whatever, not Megan Trainor. Wrong Megan. But the Megan from Bad Girls Club, you still can get it though.
Very beautiful. I will give her that. She's very beautiful.
She's still held. She got hands and she like that.
But certain shit just need to stop. We gotta stop allowing certain shit. They need to shut that Zeus network down. I'm not gonna lie.
So moving forward, since we're just winding down before I hit that beautiful luxurious button, what are your goals for, once again, the podcast? What are those type of goals?
I want to see a book come up out of this. I want to see a TV show. I want to see millions. Send me $1 million to my fucking Cash App, please. I need it. Nah, for real. I do want to see the podcast grow, of course. I don't. Not to say I don't care. Yeah. I want it to remain original. I want it to remain something that is ours.
Yeah.
But I do want to see it grow. I want to see us elevate in 2023. I want us to be able to really... I want us to be able to touch more people. As far as... I want people to be able to comment on our YouTube.
Yeah.
And actually feel something from what we're taking. Or take something from what we're saying. Mm-hmm. I want more people to... be able to like listen to us and feel a connection there somehow.
Yeah.
And feel inspired to not not even just start their own, but like I hope that us saying certain things on here, us certain topics that we touch on, I hope that helps somebody through something.
Yeah.
I hope that when we talk about our mental issues and stuff, that in our mental battles, our struggles, anything, I hope that for someone else that's like, oh, I went through this, or I went through something similar, I can use this. This is good advice. Thank you. Mm-hmm. I want people to be able to look at the podcast and for us to not just be somebody else with a mic.
Yeah.
Just some niggas with a mic on. Yeah. I want my fucking fans and shit, not the fans and stuff, but the random people, I want y'all to stop commenting on our shit.
To stop?
Yes. If you... I don't like the negative...
Oh, the ones that don't follow us, yeah.
I want TikTok bots, to stop being racist.
Yeah, because our views... Ooh,
yeah.
My things for the pod, that as well. I think more I want to get... I used to tell the people that this is a mental health podcast, but then I start thinking to myself, I didn't want to put us in a box. Mm-hmm. I feel like this is that free space, and a lot of people talk about like different avenues and different takes on, but this is for your free thoughts, for those wandering, daydreaming type of thoughts, and more now I want to get into our conversations. Like I think that stepping away from the cliches will help us. And I don't think we are talking on the cliches. I feel like that us indulging into the conversations, we are going to be for y'all the friends you never knew you needed, because sometimes it might be that friend that's outrageous. Sometimes it's that friend that's going to put you on your talk that shit to you, or just talk shit with. We're going to be those people for you to be like, oh, I like this, and I never knew I liked this, or I never knew that this was something until you guys broke it down to me like that. So our biggest thing, and then traveling and us telling you our experiences, I feel like that will make y'all inspired and want to do more things. That's what I used to get inspired by when I used to see celebrities do it all the time, is go with their friends and have a grand time. So I want us to have this a connection, like you've been said, enough to where it was like, y'all, somebody one day come up to us and be like, wow, y'all really helped me through this, and I really appreciate y'all. So far so good. Like, y'all been doing us very well, getting us onto these different, whether bad or good, platforms. And I really appreciate y'all who listen to us, who, you know, like what we talk about. Sometimes we don't be talking about shit, but I like the people when, you know, y'all still say W episode when I know it wasn't a W episode. Somebody commented that the other day. But yeah, man.
Who?
A W episode, like a win episode, yeah. Because I was like, this wasn't our best episode, but I appreciate it. So yeah, that's my moving forward for the show. About to hit this button for the last time. Oh,
what's your hot takes?
I don't even have any. Oh, I do. Hot shit. It's not necessarily a hot take. I've been really on some crushing shit. Like, I've been looking at these, like, I know that you was like, you don't have like no celebrity crush, but I've really been like into Mariah the Scientist a lot. Like, that bitch, well, not that bitch, but that woman is gorgeous. Like, it's just like, you never seen a woman that you just wanted to lick her face, because she looks so amazing to me. She looks like, I just wanted to, yeah, Mariah the Scientist got it. That's my hot take. Hey, I know you with Thug and you holding them down. My brother coming up, yo. I just want to let you know, like, you know, these gonna be real jewels in a minute, you know what I'm saying? So, come fuck with a nigga, you know what I'm saying? Just fuck with me one time, shout it, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's my only hot take. I've been crushing. Oh, and then who else? I've been crushing on Ruby Rose. Her ass looks soft. I've been crushing on Lotto. She posted that picture. She had a thong and it said Capricorn 24. I just wanted to swipe my hand across her ass in them True Religion jeans. Coco Jones has been on my radar. And Armani Caesar. That's it. That's all. That's all I wanted for Christmas. I didn't get it this year, but next year it's gonna be different. Thank you. I appreciate all the love.
Don't be a bitch ass coworker. Don't be one of them coworkers that people can't be around. Like, people don't want you to come around. People don't want you to fucking clock in. Don't be annoying. Don't be trying to do other people's fucking job, and don't be thinking you're a manager, supervisor, the boss, and we don't even get paid the same. I hate them. You know, them old coworkers that's always in your fucking business.
Always want to do the job right.
Always gotta say something. Always gotta.
I'm a leak ass nigga.
Yeah. People don't fucking like y'all. Like, and I don't think nobody's ever told y'all that publicly, like on the public platform.
Yeah, you've been tongue-tied.
I have. I don't know what the fuck going on. But yeah, don't be a annoying ass coworker.
You know what was strange to me that I wanted to think about? Like, if animals could talk, what the fuck would be an annoying ass animal? I said squirrels. I feel like squirrels got a lot of shit.
Chipmunks and shit
just talking mad shit. I feel like those would be the ones that would be talking shit.
I feel like birds.
I said birds too, but then I'm like, it'd probably be some cool ass birds, like an owl or some shit.
Them birds would be like, nigga, I got something for you.
And shit on you. Yeah, it's birds between birds and rodents. That's the only two that would give me a hard time. I would feel like. Yeah, that was my only thing.
My other hot take. In 2023, don't be a bitch.
Talk to him.
Don't for real, don't I don't know, like, get up out of that. Don't be a bitch in 2023. That's it.
Yeah. That's another thing too. One more hot take because it's the end of the fucking year of 2022. My hot take is don't you don't gotta post your moves. Post your moves. I know that's like one of the annual things, but don't post your moves. Don't post what you got going on. No, the close friends don't care. We don't care. Yes, and I'm gonna say it for the umpteenth time. We don't care about you posting, oh, I'm ghosting people, I'm gonna act different. I swear to God, bitches is weird, niggas is weird. I'm on my own.
I don't listen to people who do shit like that no more.
I do everything for everybody. Nobody comes for me and all this dumbass shit. Go ahead.
That's my other hot take, I guess.
We have hot takes.
Don't stop thinking just because you prioritize people that they're supposed to prioritize you. Because some of y'all be prioritizing people or think that you prioritize me in a way that you don't. And even if you are prioritizing me, you're not prioritizing me because of me. You are prioritizing me to have access to things that I have access to. And I fuck with who I fuck with. And they know who I fuck with. Don't think that because it's not fair. It's kind of like entitlement. Don't think that I owe you anything. I don't owe anybody anything. I do try to be nice to people. I try to be like the full circle. I'm one of them people. But some of y'all do be thinking, oh, I should have access to you because of this and that. No, the fuck you don't. You a good person. You cool folks. But just because you cool don't mean I gotta deal with you. I don't gotta offer you access to me just because you feel like you have access. I don't know, you open up access for you. Because some of y'all do that and it's like, I ain't asked for you to, be accessible. And I'm not even accessing you. You're accessible, and because you're accessible, you feel like I should be accessible and I'm not. That's it.
Young Miami, I love you so fucking much, and I just want you to know, like, once again, this ain't gonna be forever. I'm gonna be coming up, and I know Diddy in your face right now on some old nigga shit. He probably smell like sage and love and all that dumbass shit. But look, Young Miami, I love you. I love you. I know how you was talking that freaky crazy shit. I love that shit, and I know you cook.
Diddy.
I know you. No, not Puff. Cook Diddy. Fuck Diddy. I know you cook good. You look like you cook good. Like you just lick a nigga ear and cook greens with the fucking pork and the greens. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. That's all I wanted to say. So I'm gonna hit this button. I love them all, man. It's about that time, the last one for 2022, where we leave you with a positive message to get through the rest of this kind of year. So what is the message to get through this kind of year?
In 2023, I don't want nothing from nobody but just quality time. Not you. I just don't want nothing from nobody. I don't want or I don't want to feel like I'm only wanted because you need something or anything like that. When I call people to come over, chill, smoke cigarettes, and watch TV. That's it. That's it.
Fuck.
That's it. That's all. I just came here to dance. That's it. And so that's what I'm looking for in 2023. I don't want anybody tapping in if it's not about just chilling and just spending some time together. Like, don't ask me to do shit in 2023.
2023, I'm gonna reiterate my message again. Do what you need to do. Basically, like, if it's, I don't know. 2023, just I think my biggest thing is, for me, and I just do it like that, for me, just try your best. You're doing good, and that's all you can do. All this shit is luck based, and just do this shit like nobody's watching. That's all you can do, is do whatever you can do like nobody is watching. So
last thing,
go ahead.
You can put this in as a hot take.
I'm gonna put it as a final message. Go ahead.
My Greek people Stay the fuck off social media. Please stay off social media. We just don't need Greeks on. If you are denouncing, keep that shit to yourself. You do not. Why the fuck are you trying to have a probate to denounce? Why are you putting on a presentation to denounce? Why are you going live to denounce? Don't nobody need to fucking know you denounce. Y'all doing that shit for attention. Just take the letters off. Send the email to nationals and just tell them niggas I'm done. And go on about your day.
Or stop fucking paying.
Yes. And a lot of y'all don't even pay already.
That's what I'm saying. So if you stop paying or just not be active, I don't even get the point of like, all right, I'm officially denouncing or whatever. The fuck, you're...
And it's not because... please... Stop saying God told y'all to say shit. God is not talking to y'all. I promise you. That is not God. That is you thinking that people need to hear this. Shut the fuck up. Nobody wants to hear it. Yes. God is not telling y'all to tell people nothing. God is asking you to shut the fuck up. God is telling you to clock in somewhere on a job. And you are going to... God just told me, and I felt this in my spirit, and he said, come to y'all and talk to you. No, the fuck why did God tell you to come talk to a motherfucker about taxes and fucking, what's the other thing?
I don't fucking
stocks
know.
And shit. God ain't tell you to come talk to me about no fucking stocks. What?
Another thing. What the fuck else? Stop crying on the internet.
Yes.
Stop propping your phone up. That if niggas cry, like say if I cried on the fucking show, that's literally like I know the cameras was recording and shit, but that's like unintentional. Y'all literally will intentionally like I'm already been crying and I gotta record this shit.
Yep. We'll set up a whole fucking display. You got a filter on. Bitch, why is your tears glowing as they come down? Why the fuck do your tears got little sprinkly stars on them? And this is what happened. Don't nobody save the fucking story times in 2023. We don't need a part 2. Just say that shit within the first 3 minutes or don't say it at all. And then just back to my Greeks. Stay off TikTok. Stop talking about shit y'all don't need to talk about on social media. Stop. You're Greek. Show your letters if you want people to know that you're a member. Just show your letters. That's all you got to do. But you don't got to go on social media and on all these platforms and undo hundreds of years of work that our founders have collectively put in on. Not just our founders, but members of our organizations, everything have collectively worked to preserve. And oh my God, stop letting these new niggas in these organizations who don't have a goal for your organization. They don't. Why you want to join? I fuck with the way y'all stroll. And y'all just letting them in here. Stop letting people in these organizations and shit, bro. These are sacred organizations and y'all turned them into TikTok trends and shit. Y'all got people on here doing people's shit and dressing up as other Greeks, doing other Greeks' cause and stuff and everything. Stop ruining shit. Let us have something. I'm sorry.
Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Give us some streams. Give us a good review. A 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Give us some streams. With that being said, I'm Nas.
I'm Vince.
Thank you for being awkward with us.
Woo!
See you next year.
Let me not forget that part.